What's up YouTube, COD4Man221 here. Welcome back to our Current Periods 2 online video. We are in Season 4, and we are playing as the OKW on a classic map, Red Ball Express, right out of COH 1. You gotta love when they bring back actually good maps from Company of Heroes 1. Anyway, the way this map breaks up is you have a kind of the center to fight over, the victory points of munition, and fuels are on the flanks. Now, the goal for this, the battle plan basically is Lipton is green and Nick is the yellow player here, and we're going to be, Lipton's going to be focusing on the fuel on the right. I'm just going to harass and, their fuel on the left, but I'm going to be focusing and supporting Nick in the center. So, that is the plan. But I just got to say, the OKW are like such a fun faction for me to play as. Like, I like their playstyle. You can see Nick and Lipton are mostly the Wehrmacht when we play. But I think I'm pretty decent with the OKW overall. Anyway, so my basic plan is to capture this point, use this point as kind of a flank. I'm really trying to protect Nick's flank. I don't want him to get overwhelmed from this side here. So yeah, I want to be messing around with these 2 points here, kind of not just letting him have the fuel for free or anything, but really just focusing on protecting Nick's flank and helping to support him in the center when he needs. And this is a good match. I actually really enjoyed playing this match, so let's keep that in mind when we play here. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening in the center here, but you can see right now the American on the left flank here is going to start capturing. Going against 2 Soviets, I'm going against the American here. Who has a lot of the, he has the stuff to the AT guns and bazookas. So, very anti-tank, this guy. So, he's hopped into this building, obviously, with the rear echelon, and that's okay.
This is what we're trained for. Assembly complete. Target secure.
Anyway, I'm going to capture the center. I've already put down some sandbags for trying to capture the munitions. So Nick is on the left flank here. Now, one thing you have to know about this house is that there are no windows right here, so it's kind of useless. Now, they're trying to capture the munitions, okay. But this house is like totally useless for having no windows on either side, just to protect this point here. And I guess, yeah, you can protect that side, but you can just get shot right into the house on the side there. This is not good for us. They have both fuels right now. Lipton is fighting, trying to hold this. They also have, machine guns are very good on this side. They remade this map, so it's a little different than the first one, obviously. So I'm going out with my headquarters early on. I'm trying to outflank this machine gun for Nick, but they have another machine gun covering their machine gun's flank. So a lot of machine guns early on. We are in trouble right now. We're only getting 19 fuel, while our opponents are getting 36. And I have my headquarters here, and because I didn't put any pressure on my opponent on the left flank, he's just going to come start getting behind us. I'm going to flank his MG here, and we're going to kill him. And we're going to go right around him, and he's going to be in trouble. So he's going to keep turning. You should just retreat at this point. You're just screwed, basically. And there goes his machine gun, basically wiped out to the last man here in a second. And I'd love to take that, but it's going to cost me way too much. There's not a good unit to take that with. And plus I have to get through these guys who are really behind our lines here. And he's actually building a fighting position very far forward, and I'm assuming the machine gun's going to enter right around here. So this is really not looking good for us. They have both fuels right now. Lipton does have this victory point secure, but a little bit of an MG spam from our opponents. I guess you couldn't call 3 MGs a spam. I think it's like 3 or more. So they have like 2 MGs, so it's not a spam, but they have a lot of MGs so far early on the field. Now, we're not going to win this fight necessarily, but Nick is going to send some troops over here to help me out. So you have to support each other, and that's important on a team match, especially on a 3v3 map like this. And we're all fighting pretty close to each other. We need to help to support each other. And we love MGs. That's what the Soviet players are thinking. They also have a mortar out here. So I'm actually going to put my truck, set it up right here, basically. I was going to set it up like around here, but this seems way too open. They seem to be able to want to hit that area. So Nick's grabbing mortars here for the center to go up to the machine guns. And unfortunately, they're using my own cover I built against me. So we're still winning on victory points. Lipton managed to push back his opponent It looks like retreated back to base to reinforce. I'm not sure exactly. I wasn't watching that section of the battle. But anyway, this is a little bit ridiculous range. I was trying to see what they had here. Yeah, this is not... Yeah, I gotta retreat, so that's what I did there. So I'm queuing my guys around here. I'm really not quite sure what to do, because I don't want them to just run straight into machine guns here, right? I gotta worry about these guys here, the lieutenant. So I'm actually gonna outflank this machine gun here. So I'm using these squads to do, basically. And they got killed. And we're going after the riflemen who are trying to fight us point blank against 8 of us. It's not going to be good for them. So I'm chasing them a little bit here, and the mortar's just hanging out here too, but I really want to go after this machine gun here, who's going to instantly like suppress us here. And yeah, look how fast it's just shredding us, so I almost lost that squad there. And his ambulance, he's like the American player I'm going against is playing quite well, but I'm getting around his lines here, flanking all the way around this way, and I'm gonna go after his victory point here. Keep up the pressure on my opponent. Well, like I said earlier, I'm not going after the flak half track anymore. It's just not. It's too much fuel for what you get. Now the half track with the infrared searchlight would be actually pretty good on this map, because it's you can only see how far they're going, right? It'll tell you where their support weapons were to target them for mortars. You can see Lipton is kind of blobbing up a little bit, flanking around on this side. And it looks like there's like an invisible guy holding that. And look, 3 of them are back here. So they're shooting at nothing, basically. And yeah, it's a glitch, because these 2 guys are all the way back here. And yeah, that guy's running up to the machine gun here. That is one weird glitch there. So look, he's right here. Like half the squad was back there. So that guy's going to try to retreat, obviously. Now he's manned the gun, Lipton can shoot him. So he's having pretty, there's 2 Maxims abandoned here. Lipton's having some pretty good success. I'm taking back the left flank. Now have some of my better troops on the field here. The Panzer Fusiliers with the upgrades to the Gewehr, so we'll be able to take on American riflemen, no issues. Nick has shifted more towards the center here. And so I guess you could say the purple or the pink player and the orange player, the American, are working together, kind of. Boy, when you're seeing this probably, I think it's April 4th you guys are seeing this. I'm like shooting this the day before I head to Europe, so I haven't played this game probably for 3 months since when you guys are watching this, but I miss coming up here. I was like, I've had to play this game pretty much off and on since it started. I really enjoyed it, basically. Now I'm getting an infantry support gun because I know that there's a position right here that's static that I can take out to get to their fuel. I'm not really sure what. I mean, it gets a little tricky with this house here, because the Soviets can actually target it. They've actually got SUs on the field because they have the early fuel advantage on us. The Soviets have a lot of fuel right now. Yeah, 230, wow. So they all have a lot of fuel, and they even have an AA half-track out here, so... I actually use ambulance right here, and I'm like, if I can destroy this thing, that would be great, but once again, they're going to cover him. And that just exploded, so... Yeah, I'm getting frustrated because this one MG seems to be stopping all my forces. I'm just kind of hanging out over here. I'm still trying to destroy this thing with my infantry support gun here, which has been firing away. It's going to continue its barrage. Because if I destroy this position, then they have nothing really protecting their field. And I'm sure my Panzer Fusiliers, I have 3 squads of them now. 3 squads of them. And we're ready to do some damage. First of all, we're just waiting for that bombardment to end. I'm going to go after this machine gun. Try to help out Nick here, who's getting pushed back. He built his bunkers. There's a tip for people, if you're thinking about this, put bunkers behind some kind of cover. Don't put them in the middle of the open. They're more vulnerable to machine guns that way. I don't have the AT to really help him out, so that's like he uses these guys his own machine gun here. But he doesn't have enough. There's nothing really stopping me on this side. All those guys must be back at base who might be reinforcing. Or he seems like he's waiting around for some kind of upgrade for bars or something. But yeah, they're bombarding me with a bunch of SUs. They have 2 SUs currently, the pink player. So I managed to take that, and I want to go after this area right here. So I figure he can't stop us all, and I'm actually going to flank this time, which is smart. Because last time I wasn't flanking, and this one machine was able to like stop me completely. So I'm throwing grenades on him here. And they're down to 1 man here. They got wiped out. So even though we're suppressed, yeah, we were able to land a lot of grenades against him. And these things are really not that good against infantry unless you use the bombardment, which they already used. So I'm actually wiping out another machine gun here. So I'm in there in the front. They took some casualties, but that's okay. We're going right after the mortar now here too. So if we're able to destroy that, that'd be pretty good. He's just now trying to retreat his mortar, but it might be a little too late, and it is. So too late. My AT gun's out here in case I want to go after my gun, which has destroyed that thing. Almost wiped out all the troops in there, actually. So we're running from the horde of infantry coming after us. So that's not good. I'm going to try to get a nice little Panzer headquarters here shortly. These guys are coming back to the front lines. I need to establish a forward retreat point also here. What happens is my troops will come back to base, and then I'll move them to here so I can reinforce and heal. Now, I just looked at the situation during the match, and I was like, okay, this isn't good. I mean, we killed the Soviet, but I'm in trouble. I have nothing to cover Nick's mortar here because all my troops are forced back. So Nick's trying to get his mortar out of there, and he'll get out of there, but he definitely took some casualties. I have my own troops trying to cover him here. And I have my truck here and everything. Like, it's just a mess with these conscripts. But thankfully, I have 2 squads up here that will help me against the Soviets here. But I cannot let these guys get hit with a Molotov. That'd be devastating. They need to refresh their Molotov, and they were killed there before they could get it. However, being hit, Nick is getting pushed back. He's getting bombarded to hell by the SUs. 2 SUs, and then Lipton's still fighting over here, but it's tricky. It's narrow along this side of the map here. When your opponent has machine guns, they're covering these little narrow stretches, but rifle grenades can be very useful against that. And you can see my opponent decided to kind of sit up here, and I think something happened to his engine or something, got damaged, and this guy actually hit the top of it and destroyed it. So I don't even know how they measure buildings destroyed in this game. Anyway, they have the SUs. They could easily bombard my position here. I kind of worry about them trying to get rid of my headquarters. So I would love to destroy this thing. That would be great to kill that ambulance, which is reinforcing all his guys. I'm throwing a grenade, just going to get out of there. Because he does have rangers, but they only have 2 men. They actually wiped out my squad there. And all these guys are healing up, and we're getting ready to bring them back into combat here. I realize that I'm not going to do anything if this ambulance keeps reinforcing, so the AT is moving up. I'm going to try to take out his ambulance here. I'm just having these guys hopefully stay long enough to keep us. So that squad got wiped out too, so that's pretty bad. But I'm going to launch that and get the hell out of here. So the ambulance is now gone. The ambulance should have never been this far forward, close to the front lines here. And the great thing is, if he pursues me, I have my headquarters right here. Nick is being pushed back by shocks in the middle. He doesn't have the MGs to help really protect him. But I'm going to come try to save the day here with all my units shooting at him. And we are absolutely focusing on these shock troops here. We're just going to pause, keep firing away. The shock troops are much more dangerous to us. Lipton's pretty well fortified down here. His grenadiers and Panther grenadiers, actually. Something's going down. Yeah, so he's 3 SUs now. I once charged a Tiger into 3 SUs, and that did not work very well. My Tigers got beat, so you gotta be careful of the SUs, even when they're lined up like this in numbers. They can be very good. So I figure, you know what, how much more can he have on this side? I know I've destroyed this area here. You know, I bombarded that position, so I might as well start taking the left side, go after their field, since it seems pretty open. Lem's gonna get a Oswin here. And Oswin. can see that just shred his units. Half, you know, 2/3 of that squad is dead. Anyway, I'm fighting on this side, and they don't like that I'm taking their fuel, so they can have a couple of my grenades right where their mortar is. And I have my own units. I'm trying to get them so they can all support each other because they're kind of just rushing here. But it's important that we're behind cover here and that we should be able to beat these guys. Just got to make sure I don't lose any squads. So, pulling back. Now I'm focusing on wiping out squads, so I wiped out a rifleman squad there. And we got to target these rangers who are going to be devastating to us at close range here. So, I realized that I just tried to get back here. And even though it's a 6-man squad, I should consider retreating them also, especially with the rangers coming in. But they're down to half strength, and now they're down to 2 men, so I should be able to actually beat this ranger squad. We're now at vet 2 with 20 kills on these guys. You know, use the Panzer Fusiliers if you are the OKW. If these were a standard unit, that'd make them insane. So they really don't like they're shifting all their SUs over here. They now have 4 SUs. You know, his Osman could actually probably kill this thing. And there you go, that's gone now. So they've shifted a lot of their focus onto the fuel on this side, and I say, you know what? I don't even have a tank, and I already like this. You know, these guys are killing a lot of units here, especially that 20 unit guy. So we're taking back the center, and the left is neutralized. So I have my troops here. So Nick and me are supporting. Nick and I are supporting each other pretty well here. Now here's my problem. Look, there's 4 SUs here, and they are absolutely going to rip in to my headquarters here. I have 2 AT guns. I need a machine gun setup here. I don't know what that's about. But look at that. They're just pounding my position here. I'm going to start hitting them back. I'm trying to force them back with my AT guns here. Just get them to stop shooting at me. And right now I'm getting a Panther. I'm like, I better make this before they're gone here, and that mortar killed my whole squad there, so I gotta fall back a little bit. This is now soon to be established a forward position, and these guys are ready to get some more kills. But I need to definitely get these guys healed up. I need to repair this so it doesn't get destroyed, because that'd be devastating for me. We have a decent amount of fuel, but we don't have any fuel caches unlike them. But yeah, the SU is just, if he did one more of those right now, I'd be screwed. And he has about 14 seconds, and he can probably do that again and wipe out my headquarters. He's trying to push back my ATs, which worries me. And he, of course, I guess that's why he caught my men there pinned. So I've just established a retreat point, and I'm going to keep my men reinforced to the front line. And Nick is even going to send some of his own engineers over here to help me, because I'm pretty sure they're going to come try to destroy this again. But you know what? A Panther would destroy these SUs, no problem whatsoever. So as these guys move up, I guess they're trying to scout for this guy, see exactly where I was, and he's going to try the same thing again. We're going to get our guys the hell away from this. And I'm hoping that a Panther, now I have a Panther, right? And look at that, boom, boom, boom. Wow. Like, I almost lost my Panther there against these guys, these SUs. Now, SUs aren't incompetent or anything, but wow, that hurt. So I realize I need some more AT guns, but at least my headquarters is safe for the time being. I know there's a Panther over here. There's still no repairs on any other guys. We're fighting in the middle here. The Cascade is vet 2 squad out of there. Keep in mind your men have to stand still to use that MG. And I'm going after their munitions on this side, but there's a lot of American infantry on the field here, and the Soviets are gonna. It's like watching 4 tanks like that. It's kind of interesting. And we're forced back here, obviously. So they have a lot of infantry. We're barely holding the center here. To these, I mean, the only thing that's helping us, at least me, to hold this is basically keep reinforcing my Panzer Fusiliers and keep them healthy. Keep them healed up. I'm also having my gun bombard the position in the middle here, so that's 13. And I see this blob coming. So I'm going to try to pull back. Got to be careful they don't sneak around like they did the mortar over here. What I really need to get better on for OKW is scavenging, because I could scavenge, yeah, the machine gun, and I don't want to scavenge that, but I could scavenge a lot of their other things, and it not only gets rid of the mortar on the field for the Soviets that they could pick up that I don't want, but it also gives me fuel. Anyway, this guy's been healed up. I'm going to continue to, you know, I just don't want to lose my headquarters. That'd be really bad. So they have a machine gun here. You can bet I'm going to start targeting that shortly. But yeah, now they have a Jackson. So, I mean, it's really going to take a lot of AT guns from us because we are outnumbered in armor. We have an Osman on this flank and a Stug. And Nick has no armor yet. He has plenty of fuel. He's probably setting up for a Tiger. But it should still, you know, tech up here and maybe get a half track or something. So I'm going to push on this side again, try to take out their field. Since they have literally nothing defending it, they have all these units just sitting back here. And I have my AT gun and I have my Panther in case they decide to send one unit or so. But what's nice is that my headquarters here can actually provide cover fire for the units around it. And Nick has some AT units here to help me out if he needs, if I need him. And I realize I'm on the wrong side of the fence here, so I'm going to have to push up rather quickly because the Soviet armor may come. See, there's 4 infantry units currently moving into position, and we have no cover whatsoever, but neither do they. So yeah, they're currently winning on the, well, we're winning on the VP, but they're trying to take the middle VP again back from us. That's going back and forth. Now I was expecting armor here, and these guys are just going to full out bum rush me here, and there's a Jackson. I bring in my engineers, my pioneers to help out. Grenades are going thrown here. I didn't realize, but they had bazookas here, and I'm like, oh, okay, time to back up. However, even with the Katusha bombarding the hell out of me, look at this Katusha. Wow, look, they just wiped out a squad. I just lost. The second I lose a Panzer squad, I immediately make another one and begin upgrading them. I'm gonna go after it. I don't think he has anything to stop my guys with strikes here, so I'm just gonna go destroy their fuel cache, right? You know, it'll be a little risky here. So yeah, they're gone here. Nice. It was an airstrike there. It was a decent amount of damage. So I've taken their fuel. Now I have taken some casualties. We're not going to deny that, but overall I think it was pretty successful. I'm going to get these guys out of here, but they're going to get burned. So I lost an engineer squad, and I also lost a Panzer Fusilier squad, but that's okay. These guys are upgrading, and we're bringing more of them to the field here. So if I can hold this, we can start getting a lot of fuel for us. Now really help all of us out. And it's not like, I mean, these guys are getting kills. You know, they only have, these guys have 8. I lost my 20 kill with my Panzer Fusiliers. I get a Jagdtiger maybe. Anyway, grenades coming in, but it's kind of in the middle of our formation. Really didn't do all that much damage. And they're pushing really far in with the, I gotta move my Panther because they're pushing really far in with the KVA, and they're absolutely gonna devastate Nick on this side. He's basically losing his whole army. So I have no problem shooting the Soviets here. But we really need to, I need to get my Panther healed up as quickly as possible and try to help kill this KV-8. The Stug is doing some damage. And that got abandoned. Now, he lost his squad though. But this is pretty bad. But if he can seize the opportunity and take that KV-8 flamethrower tank, that would be devastating. So they're pounding the hell out of us with lots of artillery. I'm still fighting to keep my men alive against this guys here. My tank is repaired now, so I can move up. But keep in mind, I've got the SUs coming in. There's like 3 people on the field on this side here. At least it's neutralized, and Lipton's going to try to grab the middle victory point again. So the thing about the half track for the Soviets now, they changed this in the patch a while back, a month or 2 ago, is that when they have the quad 50 cal, they can no longer, look at me, it's bound in pound position. Anyway, they can, with that, they can no longer reinforce with the 50 cal, the quad. So I'm going to take back this victory point, just keep putting pressure on them. Oh yeah, I'm getting a Panzer IV here also, that should help out. Lipton's gonna kind of limp back his tank. Its main gun is destroyed, but it has no engine issues, so I don't know why it was taking them a little while. But yeah, Nick has officially captured the KV-8, and it's instantly got the German logo on this side here. So I kind of dare his MG if he wants to mess with us, because we already just killed one of their men. So I just killed that immobile tank. You know, if you're gonna ram, you're basically gonna lose your thing most of the time. Look, it's all these Katyushas here. We're dealing with a lot of armor over here, and it's showing. I am killing a lot of units though. Once again, these guys are very valuable. Unfortunately, we keep getting bombarded. We keep getting suppressed. Someone else just got destroyed here. Nick has his Tiger out, so he's saving his fuel for it. And we'll just move up and we'll take out these SUs. They really are not. There's 70 fuel. Sorry, there's 70 fuel there. I don't know why we're out of range and we're still suppressed, which is kind of. I didn't realize that. I just kind of trying to focus on the center also. I'm trying to make my armor basically safe, but this is way too far up with no support. He's gonna get back his Tiger, obviously. It's not suppressing us, but this guy's gonna have to move up and bombard that position there. Nick is almost losing his tank here. They decided to pull back here. It is still a Tiger, so. I mean, look at this whole ground right here. They've just bombarded with Katyusha rockets over and over and over. And we still have 3 victory points. They're really ticking down on victory points here. I'm getting my units repaired. I'm keeping my infantry corps pretty much healthy and alive. Well, keeping them reinforced. And so far, 25 kills between those 2 units. Brought my own Panther over here. Might as well kill some of these units. And then moving up over here, so I'm going to have to retreat my AT gun. They seem to have left their gun, for some reason not on that victory point, which is interesting. But anyway, we're repairing our armor here. You can see the KV needs to be repaired still, and they're repairing various tanks. So I'm going to send my engineers, after I've repaired my Panzer IV, to come on and help. Go over there and help them out, especially if there's a flamethrower tank that could devastate their infantry. But if you look at it, they don't really have that many infantry left. We've really decimated them. They really don't have. They have like 2 squads, basically 2 or 3 squads here. And finally, they're going to start capturing that, and that's when I'm going to act here. I figure you can't suppress all 3 of my squads. I just got to be careful not to blob up. So I'm going to make sure I do that. And yeah, you can see the Katyushas are just pounding this whole area here. AT guns abandoned, mortars are getting abandoned here. So I see that we're getting suppressed, and I want to push through this flank here and see if I can get around on these Katyushas. I think that part happens. We'll see. But there's nothing really to stop me, so I might as well push on in. Because we have a SU coming in. Anyway, they're pushing in the center again. So I see this, and I'm like, this would be a great target. I'm going to pull back here, but I see that that's where all his guys are reinforced. I'm going to call artillery on this sector here. And he's going to chase me. Let's watch my artillery fall here. This is the assault artillery. So it definitely takes a while. They keep sending more units into this sector here. Looks like, well, yeah, those guys got destroyed. So, too bad it wasn't around the victory point here, around the strategic point there. So that's popping smoke everywhere. But yeah, we killed, I think it was just some echelon just sitting there. That would have been devastating if it was right along here. But I know where his ambulance is now, so he's got to be careful about that. See, Lipton's using kind of the lighter German armor, the Stug and the Panzer IV, but he also has the Tiger, so he's pretty much all variants here. Once again, well, that guy just got surrounded, basically. I can actually get a King Tiger. I think that's what I'm going to try to go for. Obviously, I'm building the 3rd headquarters. Maybe I was just building this here to help reinforce. And these guys do have 19 kills, so definitely provided. We've done a lot, and this is... Whoa. He just lost his tank there due to the bazookas, the Vet 3 bazookas, and these guys went up. I stole a Maxim, and I'm like, okay, this is not where we want to put our new Maxim here, and just got instantly wiped out. That is 4 Katyushas firing right at this one area here. It's absolutely devastating. Yeah, we're definitely taking losses, but check this out. I'm getting behind the enemy lines here, going right after these Katyushas here. And, you know, I could target the ambulance, but I'm going right after the Katyushas right here. So one just got shot by Lipton here. Another one has been abandoned. This one just got destroyed, so they've lost 3 out of their 4 Katyushas right there. And just because the ambulance is still here, we're going to hit it with the anti-tank rifle grenade, and that's now gone. And that's when they decided to surrender. So, really, I don't know where his Jacksons must have got destroyed. We'll have to take a quick look here. So with the Jacksons getting destroyed, and the push from Lipton and me flanking, Lipton and I flanking, we were able to overwhelm all 3 of their Katyushas. So that was pretty good. Overall, I think we won the attrition war. I had, you know, Vet 4 Grenadiers here. I definitely did a lot of damage, and we were able to take both their fields. They're starting to begin to lose momentum. We had the heavy armor, and we were also the Germans. So yeah, they're pretty much in trouble at this point. Don't really have a whole lot left. Anyway, good game to our opponents. I'll see you guys in the next episode. COD4Man221 signing off. Hope you enjoyed.